morning, Vail. I'm Trisha Swenson with the Vail Daily, and we are coming to you live with our first ever Vail Daily live show. This is a production of the Vail Daily, and even though we've been in the print business for almost 40 years, it'll be 40 years on June 15th, we're excited to bring you information in a brand new, kind of a modern day format. This is going to be a streaming show that you can watch, of course, on Facebook, on YouTube, on our brand new VailDailyLive.com website, and of course, the Vail Daily. And if you don't want to wake up early, we're going to be coming to you live from 7 to 8:30. You can always watch us on demand. Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and of course, YouTube and Facebook as well. So many different ways that you can find out what's happening here in the Vail Valley. We're going to give you details on activities, events, which we have a lot of this year after COVID canceled much of it last year. We'll give you details on the weather. We'll let you know what's happening with the headlines. We're going to give you the news headlines and some behind the scenes story information about stories that appear in the Vail Daily. And we want to hear from you as well. You can see that we've got a chat window on the side here, so we want to hear your comments. I see that we already have Brian Culbertson saying good morning. He wrote and did our morning show song, that little jingle when we first came in. And hi there. Hi, Emma. Here we go. Heidi Bricklin, good morning. Good morning to you as well. And we might throw out questions to the chat. I might have some questions, or we can maybe ask some questions of our guests or our guest hosts. So it's not only going to be me that you're going to be seeing here. We've got a lot of longtime veteran TV folks that are going to be with us. We also have some new faces to the camera, but not new to the Vail Valley. And we'll introduce you to all those people today. We've got Ken Hovey, we have Meredith Steinke, we have Ashley LaFleur, we have Ty Diaz, we have Charlie Kennedy, and we have Brazzo, with a name so long I can't even pronounce it. So we're just calling him Brazzo. We'll check in with him and maybe his 4 ferrets later on today. But thank you so much for joining us. And when I mentioned about we want you being a part of our show, we want to see your fun videos. We want to see your cool pictures. We want you to be part of our program. So what you'll do is go to VailDailyLive.com/submit. On there, you'll see the form. We just want to get permission to use your video. We'd like something probably around a minute or less, and something with rights-free music. If it has licensed music, it's a little harder to play. So we want to make sure that we can play it, we can hear it, we can have some fun with it, but we want to show your video. So go on VailDailyLive.com once again to show us what you are up to, whether it's that hike, whether it's that bike ride, what your kids are doing, your pets, that beautiful sunset, anything, send it our way. But this is an experiment. We've never done anything like this before. Our home base is at the Vail Daily building. You may be wondering, hey, where is she at? Is she in some kind of warehouse? That's actually a green screen behind me. We can change that background if we want, but we're right in Eagleville at the Vail Daily headquarters. But we're going to be going out and about to Vail, Beaver Creek, Avon, Edwards, all throughout the Vail Valley to bring the news to you. So we're excited. We're ready to go. I got me in front of the camera. I got my gals, Rachel and Emma, behind the scenes. And we'll give you details about how this studio came about. And we're also going to introduce you to the man that came up with this idea, Scott Sternberg. But, all right, let's look at some of the chat. All right, hey, great to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's been like 5 years since I've been on the camera regularly. Oh, yeah, Scott, that answers your question. 5 years. I was on TV8 for about 19 of those years. And some of our other hosts, Ken Hovey was on TV8 for a long time, so was Ty Diaz, and so was Ashley LaFleur. So we are excited about that, to have them back. And we're excited to invite the community to come and join us. So why don't we say hello to someone, Rachel?
Yeah, why don't we go to Meredith and Ashley? They're
Okay.
ready.
All right, we're going to take it out to Beaver Creek, which Beaver Creek has a lot going on this whole summer. This weekend, unfortunately, they don't have Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, but they do have some live music. And we're checking in right now with Ashley LaFleur and Meredith Kirkman. And Ashley, you have a different name, a different last name from when we last saw you on TV8. Give us a little info on your marital status.
Yeah, well, good morning. I mean, how beautiful that this is our office, right, Meredith?
It's incredible.
This is amazing.
We literally watched the sun rise right.
Aw.
Spectacular. And actually, Meredith and I, we were just kind of catching up a little bit. I was just telling her about how I got pandemic married. Trisha, I got
I
pandemic
know.
married. That's what I did. And I now have a husband, Tom. He's so great. He's so good looking. I love him so much. And now I have his last name, which is LaFleur. So pretty crazy. I changed the whole thing over. So Krill is my middle name these days.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ashley Perill Lafleur.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And what's going on at Beaver Creek this weekend? Because you guys, we feel a little bit of a void not having Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. That's not happening this year,
Right.
but they are going to have some live music this weekend going on.
Yeah, we were actually listening to a couple of the bands. So it's all going to kick off at 2 o'clock today, right in the kind of the village plaza where the ice rink typically would be. They've transformed the whole space. We'll take you down there to show you that a little bit later. But it's going to be going on, for like happy hour-ish, like 2 to 6 today and
Okay.
tomorrow. And what would you say the bands kind of sound like, Meredith? What was
Yeah,
your vibe?
we were rocking out this morning, so it's I would say my dad's generation he's gonna love it. But yeah, we got some blues and some folk. It's perfect opera music, happy hour music,
Right,
kicking off the weekend. We're hopefully gonna have a beautiful day all day,
right.
sunny.
Yeah.
So yeah, the tunes are just gonna only amplify that mood.
And of
Okay, and
course,
then ladies,
some
let's
pictures.
let's tell the crowd a little bit about yourself. I know you were born and bred here, Meredith, but Ashley, tell us a little about your journey of how you ended up in Vail.
Well, I was military brat, and I finished my college degree in broadcasting in Florida. And my best friend and I decided that we should, what we should do with those degrees was to be ski bums for a season,
Perfect.
right?
Same here.
Yeah, yeah. And so, here we are a million years later, haven't left, and don't plan on it. But yeah, I got my degree in broadcasting, and then basically have just been thankfully employed doing exactly this for since I graduated, which has been pretty amazing. So I'm so excited to be back, and also to have some fresh faces, and just to have all of you here along for the ride. I know, we have a lot of people that are visiting in town. I know that because the traffic last night, there, nuts last night, crazy.
Oh yeah.
Coming west, right
Yeah.
into Vail.
So I know you guys are all here or tuning in from across the world. But I mean, how great that this is what we're getting paid to do.
I know.
Thanks,
This is our
God. Thanks for
job. This
paying
is your
us.
office right here. All right, Meredith, and you were born here, right, Meredith?
Yes, I was so fortunate. That was not my decision, but I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, I think it took me leaving to go to school in Chicago, even just 3 months leaving to come back and realize truly like what it means to grow up in Vail and really how fortunate, we are just to have 4 seasons and such a dynamic valley full of community and events and sports. So
And
I
really accomplished people that grew up here. She's being so modest right now.
I know.
Insanely accomplished. Like
Okay.
we'll start listing them all off here in a little while and just embarrass her like immensely. But talk about being so accomplished and coming back here and bringing her talents to the valley. We're so lucky to have you. And she's like a unicorn who grows up here.
I
And
know.
amazing.
She's a true local. We just say we are, but she actually is a true local. All right, we'll check in with you ladies throughout the show. We're going to be live with you from 7 8:30 once again, but we're going to check in with one of our other hosts. Hey, Meredith, where should we Rachel, where do you want to go?
looks like Ty.
Okay. All right, Ty Diaz. He was at TV8 for many, many years. He is standing by in Vail. Looks like you're kind of over by Solaris. Where are you, Ty? What's going on, man? Oh, Ty, you're a little low. Little low. Talk louder.
So this is Solaris at Vail, where a lot of shopping, a lot of curious walking and dining happens. You can find a lot of activities for the entire family to get out and enjoy wintertime, summertime, off season. It's one of the best kept secrets when you come out here as well. To just see what Vail Village has to offer when it's not hustling and bustling, to make plans to return someday and take into dining and shopping, finding art and jewelry. And what's happening here really soon, the month of June, right around the corner, just days away, you will find the mountain games happening through here. Not too far from where I'm standing, you'll find slackline adventures going on. You'll find the Vail Farmers Market happening this time of year, a lot of shopping that happens on Sundays. You'll find plenty of activities as well as just getting out, walking the dog, running, jogging early in the morning, as you'll find. And even at this hour, like some of the guests behind me here and myself, just that cup of coffee outdoor summer activities, a lot of things are returning post-pandemic. We're looking at biking on the slopes. We're talking about, well, not on the slopes, but on the mountain, making your way up to Adventure Ridge, scenic gondola rides, and just taking in all the views and the adventures. Yeah, it's a beautiful start to the morning, and we're looking forward to all the activities returning to Vail this summer.
Okay, and Ty, how did you end up in Vail?
Vail.
Ty, quick question. How did you end up in Vail all those years ago? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? All right. Okay, we're going to take it out to one of our other hosts. Let's check in with Charlie. Charlie Kennedy looks like she's ready. And she's one of our new faces on the air here. And Charlie, I know that you're a skating instructor at Skating Club of Vail, but you had a fun career with Disney on Ice. Tell us about that.
No audio from her.
Oh, wait, we can't hear you.
All right, Trisha, let's get out of this. Let's do some weather.
Okay. All right, we're going to check this out. Once again, this is an experiment. This is the first time we've tried to do any of this, so we are just going to work out some of those technical bugs and get back with those folks as soon as we can. But right now, I want to give you some details on the all-important weather because it is the holiday weekend. Is your grill going to be, is your deck going to be wet from the rain? What's going to be happening with the weather? So we have the details for you on that. Now this morning, very nice, very sunny, temperatures mild, right around the low 40s. We're going to move up into the upper 60s to mid 70s, depending on where you're at in the valley. If you're down valley, Eagle, Gypsum, you're going to see warmer temperatures. But we do have a 40% chance of showers coming in mostly after 2 p.m. So I would get that bike ride in earlier today, get the dog walked, all that, and you'll be able to do that before the rain. But a 40% chance doesn't mean it's absolutely going to happen. And a lot of times the rain showers don't last that long, so consider that into your plans. Just bring a rain jacket if you're going to go up to Beaver Creek and listen to some of the live music. This weather report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact our Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. We've got a lot more coming up on the show. We're going to talk to our creator of this whole show, Scott Sternberg, and we're also going to check in with John LeConte about one of his stories in today's paper. Hey everybody, we're back with Vail Daily Live. I'm Trisha Swenson with the creator of this whole show, Scott Sternberg. He's out of LA. He has a production company called Scott Sternberg Productions in Los Angeles. And Scott, you're the brainchild behind this idea. So tell us about how Vail Daily Live was conceived.
Well, I've been coming to Vail for quite a while, so I really got to know the community.
Yeah.
And also met a lot of you all back in the TV8 days.
Back when we were in the Sunbird Lodge.
I know, and I got to know most of the people there at the station and became friends with a few and stayed in touch and came, usually during the vacation times.
Yeah.
And then, Good Morning Vail was the place to go at that time to get information and for people to sponsor stuff and to learn about what's going on as a visitor and also as a local, I guess, too.
Yeah.
And then last year, TV8 went out of business, and everything closed down, and there was really no place. And by the way, I just read it. It was just I was at home, and I was reading, oh my God, TV8's closing. But because it was such the Good Morning Show is such a great place for sponsors to be able to talk about their businesses and also for you to tell the weather and the
Information,
snow
mountain
report.
reports, that kind of thing.
all that stuff. So really there was a void
Yeah.
once they started to close up. So it was like, I'm sitting at home and it's like, maybe
He
there's
always needs a project, I
know,
could
I'm
tell.
just, my brain is zooming all the time. So I said, well, maybe this is an opportunity to move into 2021, and into the future, because streaming and digital is such a big part of the way that we consume information,
Yeah.
is to really put together a stream, which would be a morning show, so that we could do somewhat like what you did, but do it totally different
Yeah.
in terms of having interactivity with people that actually are viewing it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. You know, we've got it's people consume their media in a different way right now, and
Right.
that's what's kind of cool. Is Scott came up, you know, like we got to do the chat, and we got to have viewer content, and that sort of thing. Yeah, so you paired up with Lindy Fanninsteel, who'd been with TV8 for 30 years, and you guys approached the Vail Daily.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, and then I finally said, this is the time to call Lindy. I had not spoken to her in
Yeah.
God knows how many years, but she ran the station for 30 years.
Yes.
So nobody knew it better than her. So I said, here's an idea. What do you think? Do you want to get together and develop this together and team up and see what we can do? And she embraced that idea and thought it was a good one. So we developed it, put together presentations, put together videos and whatever it is. And then we said, how can we be successful? How can we really make sure that this will succeed? And it just seemed really obvious, let's go to the paper.
Okay.
And so we presented our whole presentation to Mark Werzer and to Bob Brown and to the team. And they took a look at it and they said, we're in.
I know.
And
Here
this
we
is-
are.
And we want to do this. This is part of the branding of the Vail Daily. And here we are today, sitting at the
I know.
Vail Daily, doing our very first show of Vail Daily Live. And we hope that we'll grow and be successful and give you the information that you want and sort of be the new kid on the block.
And you know what's kind of cool is, you know, just the fact that all this, I've started calling this the office the studio, you know, because we're in a little studio
Yeah.
here,
We're in
and
the wine bar.
and we've got a little wine bar here, and Rachel, I think you've got the time lapse video, just showing that you know you don't need a huge room to do these
No.
things anymore. You know, you basically we've got the green screen, you've got the microphones, the phones are so advanced these days. You can use them as cameras.
Yeah, yeah. You know, streaming is now huge, gigantic, and it's global.
Yeah.
By the way, we're going to be seen all over the world. But if you're a streamer, you're right. You set yourself up at a table. You get yourself a mic. You hook it into your computer. Yes, if you want to be creative, you get yourself a little green screen or whatever. And people are streaming 24/7
Yeah.
about everything that they want to talk about. And those interests are we call creating a community.
Okay.
So if you're interested in a certain thing, you find those streamers who are talking about what you are interested in
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. And that's the magic of it.
Well, and you know what? There's so many people that like to come to Vail and, you know, from around the world. So we're really hoping that we have people that are watching worldwide and we're telling you what's happening this weekend, but also, you know, 2 months from now. So, but we're going to look at the chat. All right. We've got, Brian Culbertson.
Hey,
who's
Brian,
your
listen.
buddy. He's the one that wrote our jingle, our little song.
He's been supportive of this, and we thank you so much for writing the theme, which is a terrific thing. And Brian is an amazing artist. And if you get a chance when everything opens up, please go to his concerts. They are one of a kind. And I really thank him a lot for doing what he did and writing us our theme. Betty, how long did it take? I think it's been about 9 months since we really, I think last September we started really fooling around with this idea. So 9 or 10 months, so it's been that. But it takes that long to develop, you know, what we want to do. Plus, you know, magically it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Technically and creatively.
Exactly.
But I think one of the things that Lindy and I really were excited about was sort of, and you can talk about this, is putting the band back together.
Yes, yeah. Well, you know, we've had a lot of people that were on, you know, TV for a long time. And so to bring those people back together, they know the Valley, they know the events, you know, they know what happens on live TV. You never know what's going to happen. It's a different day every time you step in front of the camera. But I want to talk about you a little bit more. So Scott's production company, Scott Sternberg Productions.
Yeah, makes sense.
ssprods.com. But we can put it in the chat so you can check this out. But what's awesome is that you've done so many different types of unscripted television shows. Tell us
Yeah.
about these.
Well, I've been doing it a long time now, And I've done talk shows and game shows and music shows and crime series and reality-based shows. Now we have a few series that are on. We have Buried by the Bernards, which is on Netflix. You can see that.
Okay.
That's a fabulous family who runs a funeral home right in Memphis, and they're funny. We're in the crime business and the murder business. Crime is so popular. On the Case with Paul Azan's been on 22 seasons now on Investigation and Discovery, ID. We're in our third season on Killer Siblings on Oxygen. Maybe not for everybody, whatever it is. We have a game show on GSN with Alfonso Ribeiro called Catch 21. We finished up doing Live from Daryl's House with Daryl Hall.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing to do. And now I'm doing Vail Daily Live.
I
So
know.
I feel
Add
like
it
it's
to the
just-
resume. Okay. Well, it's so fun to have your energy too, and being from LA and in the business, and your son Taylor helped us so much. He's
Yes.
in San Francisco at Twitch.
Yeah,
TV.
Taylor was a great help here. He's at Twitch.tv, and Twitch is the probably the biggest company there is for streaming.
Yeah.
It's well started, of course, it still is in the esports business, and now it's a giant entertainment place to go, and people know it, owned by Amazon. And he really was helpful in putting together this entire thing that we're doing here today, making sure everything worked. But his knowledge was very helpful for
Okay.
sure. I give him a lot of credit, and I love him.
Okay, well, I'm so excited to have you guys here and everything. And
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna check in with our remotes, and we're not only gonna give you reports from the Vail Valley, we're gonna take things to wherever our hosts are. And Ken Hovey is, our resident paddler, and he's down probably near the Arkansas River. And Ken, looks like you have a beautiful morning down there. Can you hear me? But I can't hear him.
Well,
I
Okay.
guess we gotta.
I guess we'll have
Come
to
back.
to him.
Okay,
Looks
we'll
like he
come
signed
back
off.
to Ken. All right, he's signing off. All right, perfect. Okay, but Ken Hovey, he's down on the Arkansas River,
Yeah.
down in Buena Vista. And so they're doing a big paddle fest down there. The GoPro Mountain Games are coming back, so we hope to be live from that location. It should be lots of fun. And that's
Yeah.
what's cool, is that we can bring all these different elements right to you, wherever you are at, whenever you want to watch them.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want to do too. And again, we apologize for some of these technical things, but we'll figure them
Yeah,
out, whatever it is.
yeah.
But we're still going to give you the information. We're still going to give you the places where you can take away. Chat, please put up your questions. We'll give you the URLs in chat, and we'll be able to share everything. I see chat's starting to come up here a little bit.
Yeah.
Brian says hello to
Hi, Taylor. Yeah. I think Taylor might be still sleeping. It's California time. It's only
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if he
6:23.
we'll see if he jumps in there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to go back to Ty if he's around. I don't know. What do you think,
Yeah.
Rachel?
Maybe Meredith and Ashley.
Oh,
Okay,
Meredith and
okay, let's
Ashley.
check
Try
out
them.
Meredith and Ashley.
Yeah, let's see where they are.
All right,
Oh, there they are.
ladies. Okay, you've moved locations. Where are you now? Tell us what's happening.
We are right in the heart of the village where everything's gonna be happening. That live music's gonna be kicking off at 2:00 today. But you can see they've transformed the ice rink these days to like the event central. So you're not gonna have the ice skating going on, but you will have some drinking and some live music. But Meredith and I were just talking about this because you grew up here. So what are some of your favorite events that happened at Beaver Creek growing up?
Yeah, there was the best Halloween event that Beaver Creek used to throw. It was seriously like Halloween town, and every store got involved. And my mom used to work at the Hyatt, and so we had like a suite, and we'd be kids just running around this village in our costumes and characters. It was one of the best events, and that hasn't happened for a while. But Beaver Creek always does such a good job at throwing events, being innovative. I mean, they built these new, I don't know if you can see it from the
The
shot, but
sculptures
these
in the back
new
back here.
sculptures.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah. Beaver Creek Wonder. Yes, I saw those this winter. They were super cool. You can't quite see them. It's a little too far away for that, but
Guess you're just gonna have to come up here then.
Yes.
yeah, perfect. Hey, what time does the live music start today?
So it starts at 2:00 today, and it's gonna kick off with the Austin Young Band. That's up first today, and then Johnny O Band will be taking over at
Okay.
from 4:30 to 6. So
Okay.
you have Austin Young from 2 to 3:30, 4:30 to 6 is Johnny O. And what's kind of cool about this area too is that they have this common consumption area. So Scott, I know you like that tequila, buddy. So you can come out here and you can listen to that live music while you sip on that margarita.
All right. Yes, you can. You can walk around with your drinks.
And don't they look good out there?
I know. I like that. You guys are looking good. Perfect. Okay, so they're at Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek, once again, they're not hosting the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event, but there is live music. So don't go up there hungry. I mean, you can, but don't expect barbecue. But some of the restaurants might have that. So, all right, Scott, thanks for being on our show this morning.
happy to be
And
there.
we want. Oh wait, let's check out the chat. Oh, is the live music free? Yes. You know what? This live music is going to be right there where they were by the picnic tables. They'll get on that pavilion stage, and the music will be free. 2 to 3:30 is the first band, and then 3:30
Nice.
or 4:30 to 6
Right.
is the second.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, we're going to take it to Eyepieces. They have a brand new store in the Sun and Up in Vail that specializes in your sporty eyeglasses. Hey everyone, we're at the new Eyepieces store in the Sun and Up in Vail Village. It's the newest in the collection of 7 that they have throughout Colorado. Joining us now, we have Tyler Moore, and he's one of the managers. And Tyler, by the way, I like your shades or your glasses. These
Right.
are really cool.
You would hope the eyewear professional has some cool glasses. You know?
Yes, yeah. So he's always rocking something cool. But tell us what we have for summer and for summer sports. I know this winter you just opened. You can help us with our ski goggles and prescription sunglasses. But what do we have for the golfing, hiking,
Yeah,
biking?
a lot of great options for really just about any sport you would love out here. Whether it be golfing, fishing, biking, we have options for you. You know, Oakley's a great place to start. Sport-specific lenses. Right here is a great lens for golf to help you sink those putts, read the greens like you need. We even have biking specific for those mountain bikers out there. Great trail lens, or even just looking cool around town, you know?
All right.
Oakley has you covered when it comes to sports, but there's a lot of other great stuff here as well.
And then you have a lot of international brands.
Mhm.
That's what these-
Yeah, a lot of smaller international brands, independent eyewear brands. We have IC Berlin and Makita here, both out of Berlin. Super lightweight stainless steel frames, great sports wraps on some of them. This is for that little more discerning sports wear customer.
And then these are so cool. I mean, they look artsy too. Wow.
Yeah. While we have a specialized in sports, we do some fashion as well here too.
Oh, speaking of fashion, Montclair, you love their ski wear. I haven't seen these. These are pretty fancy.
Right, biking, skiing, looking good at opera. We all know Montclair is a knockout of the park.
And what's interesting is you can put prescription in a lot of these lenses too.
Pretty much everything you see here, for the most part, we can do in prescription. Even your difficult prescriptions. With their new technology of digital lenses, higher wraps are easier than ever to do.
Okay. And then you have some limited edition, very special, almost like jewelry for your eyes. Tell us about this.
Yeah.
Of course, Chrome Heart has been one of your favorites.
Chrome Hearts is a favorite that we've carried for years. We've had a great relationship with them. Have a lot of great small batch production pieces out of their collection. It's jewelry at that point. It's not just eyewear.
Yeah, tell us about this.
Yeah, and then Jacques Mange has been our hot brand as well. This is out of the Last Frontier collection, featuring sterling and turquoise details done by Native American artisans. Very limited.
All right, and then we're doing a throwback to the 80s with Barney. These are fun.
Super fun. Who doesn't love going down memory lane? I mean, Barney has that name, and everyone remembers him. It's great to see him come back.
Yeah. Come take a look and see if this maybe was your first Barney style back in the day. All right, well, you've got 6 locations here in the Vail Valley, 1 over in Snowmass. What's the best way to find you? I mean, we're pretty much anywhere, any village you're in, they're going to be in as well, but do you have a main source?
Yeah, you can go to our website at eyepiecesofvail.com if you want to find out more information. We have doctor services available, so you can do your prescription while you're here on vacation, if that works for you as well. And a lot of times we can even get your prescription done while you're out here too.
All right, Tyler, thanks so much for showing us the goods.
Of course, thanks, Trisha.
Okay, all right, we are live. I'm Trisha Swenson with Vail Daily Live, our brand new show. We brought in John LeConte, JLC, our reporter here at the Vail Daily, and he's going to talk about the cover story in today's arts and entertainment section. But before we get to that, we got to talk about some headlines.
Let's talk some headlines.
All right, graduation is the big headline this weekend, and that's your cover photo. We're all over the place with our senior scrapbook. You can find that in today's Vail Daily as well. But top of the class, Eagle Valley valedictorian Sebby Witt is the third Witt sibling to attend a U.S. military academy, but his motivation is uniquely his own. More on that on page A2. Also in today's paper, Vail Mountain School, Red Canyon High School send off seniors in style at outdoor ceremonies. You can learn about this, see the pictures, pick up the scrapbook as well in today's Vail Daily. And then also in the arts and entertainment section, local artist finishes work on large mural behind Minturn Town Hall. Or does she? That is the question, and that is why John LeConte is here, because, John, there's been some questions, some controversy over this mural in Minturn. Tell us about this.
Yeah, well, first off, congrats on the show. Thanks for having me into the concrete confines of your studio here.
Nobody can hear you scream. Okay. We're going to keep you here.
Yeah, well, this story, I mean, I love art for its ability to, provoke thought and to get us sharing thoughts with each other. I think that's something we all like to do, but art actually gives you a reason to do it, to sort of talk to each other about those things. And so this Minturn artist, Gel Z, is using a very sort of public process of doing this, doing it in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
and
here it is.
painting, yeah, and painting this mural in Minturn, and as she's doing it, she has several people kind of say to her, "This was already here, was it not?" And so it kind of gets her thinking, and when you work on a story like this, a lot of times it isn't the typical details that get you to your story, and so something like that is kind of Gel sort of casually mentions it in talking to her about her art, like, oh, that was kind of weird, and so
people kept on saying, oh, is
well,
this new?
Yeah, so people, 3 or 4 people stopped in and said to her, and one guy's kind of getting in an argument with his significant other about it, saying, no, this was here already, and so, and she says, no, it wasn't here, and then Gel kind of clears up the argument and says, no, it wasn't here, and so in talking to Gel about that, she more or less said it was kind of a sign of, people, her style getting to be a recognizable style in the community and stuff, but of course, like, I kind of recognize this as maybe one of those details that gets you to more of a story than the typical.
Yeah,
and
you gotta call it the Mandela effect.
Well, that's what Gel said. So after the 3rd or 4th time, she said, I couldn't help but feel like this had some similarities to that effect there. And that's, of course, when she said that to me, I immediately thought of you, actually, Tricia, because of the story that you worked on this summer. So I'll get into it quick, if you don't mind, because so Tricia goes down to Gypsum to meet a woman named Pam Jonker, who is receiving the coveted Publishers Clearinghouse big check.
Yeah, they still do it. I was with Howie. There's Howie holding up the card.
The $1 million check. It's coming to Eagle County.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? And of course, who's there? Tricia Swenson on scene, for something like this. Of course, right? and so Tricia, again, picking up on the details that can kind of help make a story, she writes into her piece, because I'm not there, I'm just reading it now the next day. She writes into her piece, oh, and by the way, and Pam Jonker, Gypsum resident, Eagle resident, says, yeah, I've been following Publishers Clearinghouse ever since Ed McMahon was doing it.
Yeah.
Now,
Which he never worked there.
Yeah, so Tricia writes into the story that Publishers Clearinghouse had to correct Pam and say, actually, Ed never worked for us. Mm-hmm. So now I'm reading this, and my mind is blown at this point. Ed McMahon did not work for Publishers Clearinghouse? Are you kidding me? And so now the confusion there, of course, lies in a detail you included from Howie, that he actually worked for a competitor, American Family Publishers, and that's how these things get confused, So I knew when I read that, excuse me. So, talking about this gets me excited. So, I knew when I read that this has to be one of these Mandela effect type things. I should mention that within a few weeks of hearing that story, I had also watched this new series on HBO, How To with John Wilson, and he comes out west here and goes to this convention in Idaho about this whole thing. So I had been kind of familiar with
the
this.
whole Mandela effect convention.
Yeah, right. So
That's
he goes.
kinda
So he
interesting.
kind of gets into it in the show, and it's interesting. So this stuff is kind of fresh in my mind. And then, sure enough, I read this detail in Tricia Swenson's story. Ed McMahon never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. So I go, this has to be one of these things. And I log online, and of course, YouTube video, 25,000 views. Here's the proof. He really did work for, so anyway, so now Jel Z mentions this to me in her art, and I go, all right, I gotta go back and talk about, in a story, talk about Tricia showing up in Gypsum and kind of
Eagle Ranch.
Yeah, in Eagle Ranch, that's where it was, yeah, and localizing this Mandela effect thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how we get to this story, and
And it's called the Mandela effect because
Yeah,
a lot of people thought Nelson Mandela died.
yeah, so it's
And-
what it is it's a collective misremembering, a collective false memory when a numerous group of people remember something wrong, like Ed McMahon not working for Publishers
Yeah.
Clearinghouse. That's people who say, no, I know it was Publishers Clearinghouse. I know it wasn't American Family Publishers. That's a
Yeah.
collective false memory. And so one of the largest sort of recorded collective false memories is actually of Nelson Mandela when he gets released from prison. People say, wait a minute, I thought he died in prison. So anyways, that's kind of where it gets its origins. And so now, we kind of can have localized it a bit in our area, and I'll kind of take the story full circle with you. I can see we got our producers getting ready to wrap it up.
Okay.
All right, what are we down to? 30 seconds here?
Yes.
I'll finish it up. So we'll take it full circle. So now that show, How To with John Wilson, he comes to Vail in this show on HBO. He visits Vail, and he has a way of kind of exploring the what I would call the hyper real element of being in a vacation town, where you have an expectation about what's going to be there, some snow on the mountain, maybe it hasn't started snowing yet, but we're still going to make sure that we got snow on that mountain. We got guns, and so he kind of captures a little bit of this hyper real. And so in this story with Jel Z, the mural is a four-sided dumpster housing.
Yeah.
Right? So, and on the front of it is wooden gates. And so Jel Z creates a hyper-real scene on these wooden gates that it is wooden gates itself. So it's kind of like she sort of creates this hyper-reality, and you can also see the same thing right here in Vail on this HBO show. And all of this kind of explored in this piece today on B1, and if your mind isn't blown yet, well, check out
pick
B1.
it up. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so it's on B1, the Mandela Effect in Minturn. Okay, perfect. John, thanks for coming in today. And
Yeah.
are we going to try to go to Ken?
Let's do some commercials first and
Okay.
try to get back to him after.
All right, I'm following Rachel, and we're going to go to a break. And when we come back, we've got more Vail Daily Live.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fishing in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets at silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, hanging here in our Vail Daily studios in Eagle Vale, but we're going to be taking it around the horn here with our host soon. But before we do, I want to give you a look at the weather. We see some beautiful blue skies today, but don't be fooled. We have about a 40% chance of showers coming in, and that'll be about after 2 p.m. So I think you'll have a good chance of getting some of those outdoor activities in. Maybe plan on taking a later lunch or do a little shopping, or honestly, just bring the rain jacket, bring the umbrella, and you still want to see some of our events that are going on and the fun things that are happening this weekend. So that's a look at your weather really quick. We want to thank Betteridge for this weather. Fine jewelry and watches. They've been around out east since 1897, but their store here is located in Solaris. So thank you so much for this weather report. But let's check in and see if we have Ken Hovey. Okay, I see him smiling. I think he heard my name. Ken, can I hear you? Oh, okay, no audio from Ken. Darn it. Okay, we're going to go to, all right, Brazzo. Okay, so we haven't introduced you to Brazzo yet, but Brazzo's been in the Valley a long time. Brazzo, where are you now?
We don't have Brazzo.
Oh, we don't have Brazzo?
Let's try Ty.
Okay, Ty. I see you, Ty. Look at that sunshine. Hey, where are you? This looks
So
cool.
I've made my way now to the top of the Vail Transportation Center. This is a location where a lot of people who are moving here to work for the season, winter, summer, they get off of the bus here. In the winter, summertime, also available to get you into the mountains, into the Vail area. It is a bus staying. This is the very same location. Beneath me is the parking garage where a lot of folks tend to forget which level they parked on, but who cares about that part, right? It's all about making your way out to Vail and then taking in all of these iconic views that we've just known for so long. But as you can see, even for today, gorgeous start to the day, the holiday weekend. Yes, I am here at Vail. And we're starting to see some movement down in the plaza right now. 7 o'clock, if you're looking for that cup of coffee here at Vail, that's the time that you can get into these shops, 7 a.m. Loaded Joe's right beneath us here. There's one spot that I went to, the Yeti's Grind. They opened at 7 o'clock as well. Not too far from here, but there was a longer line there. I got smart and scoped out the area and made my way to a place where I could grab a coffee really quick.
Okay, hey, Ty, I want you to go down towards the Sun and Alp and show me that new restaurant. It's called Treff. Treff, and it's part of the Sun and Alp, and a brand new coffee shop. I guess they've been pretty busy so far, but give me a scope out look. I want to see what that looks like. So we'll check in with you.
I will do that when we come back.
Okay. Hey, you know what? And I just recently couldn't find my car in the parking structure. We were joking about it because Scott couldn't find his car the other day, and then we were joking about it with him, and then we couldn't find ours. So
that's real talk. That's a real situation.
Pay attention. There's 3 levels and the rooftop. So okay, Ty, thanks for that. And I want to see if he can go down to that new coffee shop. All right, are we gonna try Brazzo?
Yeah, we can try Brazzo.
Okay. Brazzo, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, so
Yeah.
Brazzo is one of our new hosts as well. But Brazzo, give us a little bit of your background, your story, how you ended up in Vail.
Well, I'm from Peru. I'm a little south of the border, farther down.
Yeah.
So I've been here for about 20 years, and I came here like everybody to ski one season, and then I get in love, and then it was serendipity. I did soccer, so I started working with a local nonprofit, and I start discovering my passions and talents, and living in this environment is just fantastic. So I couldn't go back to a big city with a lot of traffic and grumpy people.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all. And you do good work. You're working over at My Future Pathways right now, and that's such a great amenity or just a great nonprofit to have in the Valley. Explain that to us.
Yeah, My Future Pathways is a local nonprofit that works with first generation students. When I say first generation, is like the parents didn't go to college and they have a lot of different social determinants or limiting factors for them to succeed. And what we do is we work in middle school, high school, and then we provide college scholarships, and we create a family around the kids so they become successful in life. And it's just very rewarding and fun.
Oh yeah, and you've been giving out a lot of scholarships. That's graduation season, so I know you've been busy with that in the evenings, and you've got graduation for your son today, right?
That is correct. We've been working really hard right now. It's a scholarship season. That's our big scenario right now. And my son Andor is getting graduated today at Ford Amphitheater at noon with Battle
Okay.
Mountain High School class of 2021.
Okay, so you've got that at noon, but I know you were telling me earlier that you're going to have some family fun this afternoon. Behind you, we're in Brazzo's garage. I feel like it should be some TV show, but Brazzo's garage. Hey, we're wondering. Somebody's wondering where you dirt bike. Where do you take those dirt bikes?
Well, all over the place. We are really in Mecca land here in Colorado. You go anywhere. Like yesterday, I went to Walcott, and today after the graduation, we're gonna try to go to the Gypsum area and do a few loops there. The terrain is fantastic now, like at this time of the year.
Oh, it definitely is. And you know what? And that little rain that we could be getting, I know that you said rain is kind of nice for the dirt bike trails because it really makes them a little more tacky, a little bit better for the tires, right?
Absolutely, it's like a water in the track. We call it like water in the track. So
Yeah.
it's just fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really
Perfect.
helps the traction.
Okay, okay, awesome. Well, good luck with graduation and everything, and a great job over there at My Future Pathways. You did such a wonderful job helping us, helping the future of these kids. So thanks, Bronzo. We'll check in with you later. Hey, want to give you an idea of what's going on with a lot of the events. A lot of people are asking what's going on this weekend, what's going on this summer. We talked about the live music that's starting at 2 p.m. today. There'll be two bands between 2 and 6. But throughout the whole summer, we're bringing back the GoPro Mountain Games. That'll be June 10th to the 13th. We've got the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo coming up at the end of July, just before that Gypsum Days with Jimmy Allen and Low Cash playing at the Lundgren Theater. And then Bravo will be bringing in St. Martin in the Fields, Dallas Symphony Orchestra, Philadelphia Orchestra, and the New York Orchestra. So we have those things happening. But the biggest announcement that they just made was Hot Summer Nights coming back. So we're really excited to have free live music on Tuesdays at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. And they've got a full lineup. This will start on Tuesday, June 22nd, and go all the way through Tuesdays throughout the summer until Labor Day. And the Ford Amphitheater, if you've never been there, it is such a cool place with just the pavilion seating. If it rains, kind of a good idea. Or the lawn is my favorite place to go. I love bringing the picnic. They also have food right there at the Ford Amphitheater Grill. So that's a good place to go. And, I can't remember how many that seats. I'm going to ask Siri. Siri, how many seats are at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater in Vail? I'm going to see if she can give me that information. Because we don't have any capacity restrictions, right?
Let's ask Google.
Let's ask Google. All right, this is not working, so we're just not going to ask my watch. All right, but what's your favorite event in Vail? I think, for me, definitely the GoPro Mountain Games is a great thing to kick off. Or what's the best concert you've seen at the Ford Amphitheater? Let's ask the chat to give us some feedback on what they love about Ford Amphitheater. And a few more events that are coming up this weekend. Once again,
I got the answer.
Oh, you got the answer?
It's 2,500.
Okay, so 2,500 people can go to the Ford Amphitheater. So we're excited. And even with that amount of the Bob Weir and Wolf Brothers concerts sold out during the GoPro Mountain Games, and the Michael Fronte concerts, I think they sold out as well. Those are going to be next weekend. But we do have Yonder Mountain String Band. That is still available, and that'll be on June 10th. Kicking off the GoPro Mountain Games, Mountains of Music. So live at the Amp, 6 p.m. doors open, 7 p.m. showtime. Now this concert is not free, but it's just $15 for general admission on the lawn and $20 for the covered seating. So you can still get some great live music. And I think people are very excited to get it back and hear some live music. All right, let's check the chat here. All right. Okay. Tucker's saying stoked to have events back. So are we. Hot Summer Nights. When do you say it starts? Yeah. So Betty, it starts on the 22nd of June. and then it'll pretty much be every Tuesday from that point on, except maybe like during the dance festival, which happens late July, early August. Sometimes they might take over that Tuesday. Sometimes not. A lot of times they go to the Villar Center on that night. And the Villar Performing Arts Center has a full lineup as well. So we're super stoked about what's going to be happening there. So for more information on that, villarpac.org. For the Ford Amphitheater tickets, GRFA Vail.com for those details. All right, we're going to try to check in with Ken one more time. Okay, Ken, can you hear me?
I didn't think.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I gotta get
Oh
to
my
work.
gosh. I want to give you an air hug. Ken and I worked together for a really long time on Good Morning Vail. Ken, I know you're down in Buena Vista.
Yeah, beautiful.
It is a beautiful vista.
I'm doing exactly what I promised I wouldn't do, and that is walking around with my cell phone, selfieing myself. I had it all set up, but things crashed, and that's live. Got to get out of the habit of saying television, live broadcasting. But this is a work in progress. I want to welcome all of our viewers to the Vail Daily Live. I'm a part of this, number one, to be with you, Tricia, and the rest of the crew working again. But it's this new technology that we are kind of pioneering by the use of cellular reception, our cell phones, and then our director back there. We are able to put together a live program from essentially anywhere in the world. So it's pretty cool to be a part of that. And it is a work in progress. So to our viewers out there that are saying it's too loud, I can't hear you, we're going to work through these glitches. But I wanted to show you this. As indeed, Tricia, I am over here on the Arkansas River. The Arkansas is really good right now.
I can hear it. I can hear it, Ken.
Yeah, it's loud, right? I'll keep my
Yeah.
voice close to the camera, but just wanted to show you this Paddle Fest taking place, kind of a shortened version of it. Last night, though, I can tell you, COVID seems to have been canceled right there in the park. They changed the stage. Anybody that's come to Buena Vista over years past, remember the stage was over here. They've now changed the stage right here in the center of the park, which is right next to the Surf Hotel. And
I was supposed to stay there, and we could never get rooms. It was always booked. It looks
such
so
a
cool.
place. Yeah, my friend Jed Selby started the South Main project. They put this in. It overlooks the river. It is just incredible. But Tricia, last night, you'd have loved it. Just a lot. You could actually see people smiling faces, several hundred, as Rapid Grass played over there. And it was so fun. People are definitely, I think, a bit starved for live entertainment. And this filled the void. And today we're going to go kayak the Numbers, Pine Creek Numbers, do some more paddling. There is a race that's taking place over here tomorrow on the Numbers. It is for rafters and kayakers. So any whitewater enthusiasts that are over there in the Eagle River Valley, I got to get you out of the habit of that Vail Valley, Tricia. There is no such thing.
I know.
The Vail
Eagle
Valley.
River
It's
Valley.
The Eagle River Valley. Just like I'm in the Arkansas Valley here. Things are running on the medium to low side right now, but it is really good. A lot of activities. Nice thing about Buena Vista and Salida is that they have phenomenal river surfing parks. And we spent the majority of the day yesterday out there doing some surfing. Bikers, lots of bikers out here. Coffee drinkers this morning. Good morning, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, BV. You got to love BV. You got to love the Surf Hotel.
I know. As much as we love our Vail Valley, it is fun to be able to get out and just see these great towns all around us. It's such a cool thing. Glad we could talk to Ken and I could hear him and everything. And we're looking at your chat. I see that you want to know favorite restaurants in Vail and Beaver Creek. We're going to give you some of those details and more after this commercial break.
They were really trying to push the limits of Cordillera, and at this point in time, Cordillera wasn't ready for this house. The site and the views that you can see out here really, so we really tried to make it just all about the view. So you walk in that front door and you just open up and see everything out there in space. And the panoramas across the valley are just outstanding. So it was really easy. That really just helped lay it all out on the site really well for us. It's a really unique property. We put two 35-acre parcels together here for the client and went through a pretty exhaustive process, but it's pretty unique to have this kind of individual estate sitting on such a large format property inside a gated community. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the Vail Valley.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fishing in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th. Buy your tickets today at coloradolandrush.com.
Future's so bright. Gotta wear shades. We're so excited with our new Vail Daily Live show. It's so bright in here. I think I'm gonna actually need to wear these Oakleys today. But hey, it's time for your Lens of the Day, brought to you by Eyepieces, the art of vision. And I decided to bring out these today. These are the Oakley EV0 blades in a polished black. We got the prism lens, and they actually have a little sticker on here that says road. And so I thought I'm gonna be doing some road biking this afternoon, and these would be great glasses to take out there. And it's kind of a great design. It's a nice wrap design. It's very lightweight, which is what you want when you're going to be on the bike for a couple of hours. And what I like about these is they have different colored bows. So if you wanted to kind of go more retro's neon 80, like the Oakley brand is so known for, you could switch it out. Or if you want to just be kind of more cool and casual when you're listening to live music up at Beaver Creek today between 2 and 6, or maybe you're going to the Sunset Live concert tomorrow at the Terrace at the Avon Performance Pavilion, you'll be able to see that. But I just love the way these look, and you put them on, and especially when it is polarized, it does look really cool. All right, okay, well, let's see what we got going on. Oh, where's Eyepieces located? Well, we're gonna find out right now. One of their locations, they have 6 locations in the Vail Valley, one in Snowmass, and one is in the Sun Up Hotel. And I believe we're gonna go to Ty Diaz right now, and I told him to go down to check out this new coffee shop. Oh, are you in it, Ty? Ty, can you hear me?
So yes, we are broadcasting from the brand new Treff Cafe in Vail Village. All new staff, brand new location. Let's take a look around at the Swank Digs. Man, this is giving me ideas for what I should do just with my home. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's but to find out more about Treff Cafe, let's meet the staff. We'll start with Sarah, and we'll even learn what Treff means. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Hi,
to Vail Daily
Sarah.
Live. It's a
Oh,
brand
I
new
know
show.
Sarah.
Hey, Trisha.
Hey, good to see you. I know you've been busy.
You.
Okay, this is what you've been working on.
Yes, ma'am. So we have Treff Cafe here. My friends Maya and Alex. We're
Okay.
serving coffee and pastries in the morning. We have full beer and wine, cocktails, Aperol spritz, sangria. We're open right now 8 to 3, Wednesday to Sunday.
Okay,
Beautiful
8 to
location.
3. 8 to 3, Wednesday through Sunday. All right, so that is brand new over in Vail Village. Okay, so
3 days old.
3 days old. All right, so the Treff Cafe, and this is part of the Sun and Alps. So you're right there by Luca Bruno Due, the Eyepieces store, and kind of across from La Bottega, right?
Absolutely, right in the front, right next to Luca Bruno.
Okay. All right. Well, yes, I've been hearing about this coffee shop, so I'm so glad. And Sarah, congrats. I know it's a big project, so congrats to everyone. I love the Sun and Up. You guys do a great job over there. And I hear
Thanks,
you guys.
Trisha.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Treff Cafe, another place you can get some coffee this morning. Let's talk about. Oh, speaking of coffee. Okay, I'm drinking water this morning, but I love the tea from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. They have their roastery in Minturn. It's so cool. It's like a big, like a factory of how this all works, but then they have the retail side. They also have just the shop, and Ashley. Okay, Ashley and Meredith are up at Beaver Creek, and this winter, the Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea company, they opened up their shop up there in the old Starbucks location. So if you knew where that was, that's where they're going to be. I might send them over there and see if they have any empanadas. Those are really good. But okay, thank you, Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Hey, we want to give you some weather details. Everyone's wondering what's going to be happening for our Memorial Day weekend, and unfortunately, we do have some rain in the forecast. Today, the National Weather Service is calling for about a 40% chance of showers after 2 p.m. And then Sunday, oh yeah, we have a higher chance of showers, and that'll start a little bit earlier in the day. And Memorial Day, a chance of showers as well. But you know what I say? Just bring the rain jacket. You can still hike in a light drizzle. You just really want to watch out for the lightning. And a lot of these events we've been talking about are rain or shine. That's the Beaver Creek activities with the music this afternoon from 2 to 6. And then the Sunset Live concert, we're going to have Kevin Danzig playing tomorrow, and that'll be from 6 until 8. But want to thank our weather sponsor for this today. This weather report is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. And I was just over at the terrace, which is the backside of that big performance pavilion stage last night. People were fishing, people were paddleboarding. The paddle boards are now available for rent, and then the pedal boats are available as well. The beaches are open, pickleball courts, tennis courts, volleyball courts, they're all open. So that could be someplace that you could go today if you want to hang out in Avon. So thanks to Avon for this weather report. But wow, okay, are we looking at the chat now? All right. Chat, chai tea, Christmas in a glass. It is. I do like the chai tea that I get over at Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Does Vail have anything going on for Memorial Day? You know what? I think the individual bars and restaurants will be doing their own thing, Henry. You know, a lot of times there's some live music at the Red Lion, at the Chop House, those types of places. So I think you can find just kind of your regular happenings. There's no big events going on in Vail this weekend. So just think about that. Okay. All right, Rachel's giving me the cue. It's time to pay some bills. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back with more Vail Daily Live.
You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th.
You know, they were really trying to push the limits of Cordillera, and at this point in time, Cordillera wasn't ready for this house. The site and the views that you can see out here really, I mean, so we really tried to make it just all about the view. So you walk in that front door and you just open up and see everything out there in space. And you know, the panoramas across the valley are just outstanding. So it was really easy. That really just helped lay it all out on the site really well for us. You know, it's a really unique property. We put two 35-acre parcels together here for the client and went through a pretty exhaustive process, but it's pretty unique to have this kind of individual estate sitting on such a large format property inside a gated community. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the Vail Valley.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I want to give you an idea of what's happening with the rivers as far as fly fishing is going. We saw Ken Hovey down there at Buena Vista for that paddle fest, but we're going to see the rivers here for fly fishing. A lot of times you get the runoff, the water gets a little cloudy, but John Packer, the owner of Fly Fishing Outfitters here in Avon, he said that the rivers are high, but they're not like swelling over the banks. So he said it's actually a pretty good time to get out there on a boat. And he said the salmon hatch is going off right now, and he just called it this kind of mystical thing. The fly fisher, men and women, get very excited about when this happens. These salmon hatch, they're about an inch and a half to maybe 2 inches. So he said the fish just gorge themselves on these. So it's the salmon hatch, though he's happy about that. But he was also saying that nymphing and dry droppers with caddis and stoneflies are still pretty productive. It's still a good way to get some of the fish to think they're biting on regular food and you're just tricking them. He also says go with a larger attractor nymph patterns and fish the slow seams along the banks for the best results. But also please be careful right now wading near the banks as they can be saturated and can collapse easily underfoot. Always good to fish with a buddy and make sure you know what you're doing. If you need to stop in, you can check out Fly Fishing Outfitters. It's been your locally owned and Orvis endorsed shop and retail stores since 1992. And they're in Avon, right next to Agave Restaurant. So check them out and say hi to John Packer and the crew down there. All right, we're going to try checking in with Charlie again, one of our lovely hosts. I can hear you. Wait.
I can hear you. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. I can hear you. Okay, we got to say hello to Charlie. Okay, so Charlie just joined us this year, and she's been a skating instructor at Vail for quite some time. But Charlie, before that, you were with Disney on Ice. Of course, you're from England. You've won national competitions, all sorts of great things on ice. Give us a little bit of your history.
Thanks, Trisha. Yeah, I competed at the national level and then I went on tour with Disney on Ice for about 8 years. So met my husband in Japan. We toured Denver and then we would come up and ski in Vail. So we, like Bratzo said, we came for 1 year and we're here 6 years later. So
Oh, I know. All
oh
right.
gosh.
Yeah,
Thanks,
and
guys.
I think you and your husband, you met in Japan when you were both working on Disney on Ice. So you got to travel the world for this?
We did, yeah. We traveled all over the world. My husband was casted on my show as my audio tech, and I was a skater. And then we met, and we've been together for 9 years now. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
amazing. Okay, and the reason that Charlie is not out and about walking around is poor girl, she had hip surgery just days ago. So we have her kind of stationary at the Vail Daily studio. But you're not only a recent hip surgery patient, you're also a new mom. Tell us about how exciting this is for you and your husband.
Oh, it's amazing. We had baby Bowie 18 weeks ago now. So I thought I was having a girl, but he's a boy for sure. And he's so lovely. And it's the best job in the world. We just adore.
Oh, and,
He's
and no, and I know that so you had the baby over in England, and then your mom came with you. You all got on the plane with a newborn and came back to Vail.
Yeah, we did. So we waited till he was 8 weeks old and we came back home to Vail and we're excited to have him here and grow up here. So it's real fun. Love him.
Oh, okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, one of the roles that Charlie played when she was Disney on Ice was Cruella, and we have that movie coming out. The Capitol Theater is back open, and the Riverwalk Theater has been open. But tell us about when you would play Cruella, when you would play these characters. And I think we got a photo today of that.
Oh, thanks, Trisha. Yeah, no, it was amazing. You get to portray all different characters. Cruella was my favorite because the wig, the makeup, the dress, the fur coat, it was just amazing. And so, of course, I'm so excited for the movie to come out. I think I'm going to go and see it tonight, actually. So you've got to get your tickets online, though. So don't forget to do that.
Okay, awesome. Yes, Gorilla DeVille. All right, perfect. And you're gonna have some skating camps and some skating activities coming up this summer, right?
Yeah, we've got 2 camps actually. We've got one June 28th through 30th, and then one in August 9th through 12th. All ages from beginner upwards. So go to skateclubvail.com and look at the details on there. But everyone's welcome.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're so excited to have Charlie with us, and I'm glad your audio worked. So I could talk to you and find out more, and our viewers could find out more about our fabulous hosts. But now we're gonna talk about one of our fabulous sponsors. We have the Outlets of Silverthorne with us this year, and I'm actually wearing one of their outfits today. I've got a cool, it's a faux leather jacket from Levi's, and a cute little flower shirt, and some jeans with that classic red tab on the pocket. I went over with Meredith Kirkman, one of our other hosts, and we had some fun over at the terrace at the Avon Performance Pavilion. This would be the perfect type of outfit to wear for Sunset Live tomorrow night because it starts at 6, it goes till 8. You're right by the water. It gets a little breezy there. You're going to need a jacket to put on as the sun gets a little lower in the sky. And the outlets, they're doing a big sale this week. So with Memorial Day weekend, there's a 40% off on tops, outerwear, and accessories at the Levi's store, which is located in the Blue Village at the Outlets at Silverthorne. So you can visit their website, outlets@silverthorne.com, to see all the weekend sales. So there's going to be more than just at Levi's. Plus, when you spend 30 or more this weekend, you can get a free tie-dye kit at customer service and pick up your VIP savings card because that'll give you $10 off your purchase when you spend 100 or more. And I'm telling you, I've been wearing sweatpants for like a year and 4 months, so I could really do some damage on my credit card there. Okay, we got some chatters. Oh, hi, Chris Anthony. Did you just wake up? We've been here for hours. Oh, somebody loves the jacket. It's cool. Yes, get the jacket. It's at the Levi's outlet at the Outlets at Silverthorne. They're doing a big sale this weekend, so check it out, outlets@silverthorne.com. Elevated savings, everybody. Rachel, what do we Okay, I just can't help but giggle at that, looking at all of us. We literally were brought in here on the green screen, asked what music we like, didn't really know what we were doing, and then next thing it all pops up on Brian Culbertson's song. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Our little jingle was made by one of Scott Sternberg's friends. Scott is our executive producer of the show. He has all these LA connections. So Brian Culbertson did our jingle for us. And you ever get a chance to see this guy, especially perform live, now that things are opening back up, he is high energy. I thought I had energy. That guy does, for sure. But hey, want to give you one more look at the weather before we wrap up the show. It is a Memorial Day weekend, kind of the unofficial kickoff to the summer. I know summer doesn't really begin until the summer solstice later on in June, but heck, let's get the whites out, let's get the barbecue going, and have some fun. Details for today, our most beautiful part of the weekend is going to be probably right now this morning because we have an increased chance of clouds and a chance of showers, about a 40% chance after 2 p.m. on Saturday. But as we roll into Sunday and Monday, we're going to see that chance increase. Temperature is pretty mild, upper 60s, low 70s, warmer down valley. And you might find some drier conditions down in Eagle or Gypsum. Might be a good idea to take the mountain bike and go down to Eagle, ride some of those trails, and maybe you'll avoid some of the rain that we'll have up here. But you know what? The weather, can't do anything about it, so you might as well get out there, get a rain jacket, and go to these events that are still happening, rain or shine. Want to thank the outlets at Silverthorne for this weather report. They've got fresh hairstyles, mountains of brands, elevated savings. Like I said, I'm wearing the Levi's today. Levi's making a comeback. I mean, that's a pretty fun store. So check them out for some savings, big sales this weekend. But of course, why are we celebrating this weekend? Why do we have a day off on Monday? It is Memorial Day. And our veterans, our VFW out of Minturn, they are putting together a wonderful ceremony on Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. And this will be at the Memorial Park, at Freedom Park and the Memorial Flagpole Plaza. And they're going to have dignitaries speaking. They're going to have some people singing the national anthem and America the Beautiful. They'll have a couple of Boy Scout troops there as well. And there's also going to be a reveal of the new memorial wall, which is just to the west of the piece of limestone that we have from the west wall of the Pentagon. And so it's going to be a great ceremony, rain or shine, for that too. I just got word that Rachel just told me that Brazzo is there. Brazzo, talk to me, my main man. I want to see. Let's see the park. I bet it looks beautiful this morning.
Can you see? Can you see?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is
Yes.
gorgeous. And let me give you a full rundown of the park here. Look at that.
Oh, I love the spring greens. The trees look so amazing with kind of
And
that
you can
lime
see they have
green.
flag right there, right on the back. That's where the
Yep.
ceremony is gonna be happening,
Yeah. So
and it's
across the
just gorgeous.
pond, on the
Exactly
west
across the
end of the
pond.
pond.
Yeah, you can see it over there. And
Yeah.
shout out to Don Remy, happy birthday, man, partner. And that's one of the big guys in town. And yeah, look at this. This is one of the gems that we have here, Colorado Mountain College in the back. This is just a gorgeous day. I'm rocking the flippy flappies. Let's enjoy. Let's enjoy today, right?
Yeah, let's definitely. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, where is that super cool stage? Oh, you know what? Someone was wondering about the stage. The stage we just saw was in Avon. But Brazzo, you're getting ready to go to graduation. I want to say congrats to all the students and the families, your son included. He is a senior this year at Battle Mountain High School, and Freedom Park is right next to Battle Mountain, right, Brazzo?
That is, well, yes, that's Battle Mountain is right here by Freedom Park, but the ceremony is at Ford Amphitheater in Vail
Oh,
today
yes,
at
yes.
noon.
Okay. And did
hmm
you hear that we're bringing back hot summer nights this year?
Yeah, I'm so excited to get a cold beer and hang out outside with a lot of people.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. I think we definitely missed our gatherings in the Vail Valley. Okay, perfect. Well, we're going to say goodbye to Brazzo. He's got a busy day with graduation coming up, and then he's going dirt biking. But we're going to bring it back up to Beaver Creek. We've got Meredith and Ashley standing by. Ladies, what's in your hands? What do you have?
You know what's in our hands. We just stopped by Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and we got ourselves some lattes. They're so good. It's a local company. We're just hanging out with Chris. It's so beautiful inside. And Trisha, look at what we got for you.
Hey, did you give
It's
me
in a cup.
Christmas?
I don't know how smart this is. It's significantly larger than mine, and I know that you don't drink caffeine.
I know. I don't need to be jacked up. I have to sleep so I can do the show tomorrow, too. Hey, was that Chris Pryor that you saw in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
let me see if I can grab him really fast. Miriam,
Yeah.
you tell her about how
We walked in and we were gonna order some coffee, and he's like, "Are you guys on Vail Daily Live right now?"
Okay, yeah. And so tell him I got my cup right here. We'll chat with him. And you know what was so fun, Meredith, is that this year with the common consumption area up at Beaver Creek, you could bring alcoholic drinks all around.
Exactly. Look at
Chris,
So
my man. Hey, look I got my mug here, right here. It looks nice with my set.
Just got it tied in
Trisha,
for
that
him.
looks great.
All right,
Chris, let me
perfect.
actually pick this out for you. It was so nice.
I know. Chris knows what I drink. Yeah, I was doing the Beaver Creek Wonder art tours there on Thursdays. So a lot of times I would stop in. I would get that to keep my hands warm because I'd be out there for 2 hours giving tours. And Chris, great job with the place. It looks awesome. Do you have your empanadas up there today, or what's going on?
We do. We're getting a few more. So you're
Okay.
about to come try them.
Yeah.
Do you know that they have booze? Oh my.
Yeah, so I was telling Meredith that this year, especially with the common consumption area, it was really fun to see how creative they got with their boozy coffee drinks. And
You get like
Chris,
wine in the can, right?
why? Oh, wine in the
can. Pretty
wine in the can because you can. Why not?
Yeah.
Ask Chris if he knows about the live music this afternoon.
Oh yeah, that live music. You can be there 2 to 6 down the little plaza down there. He's working.
I'm working.
He
working.
basically crashed his work session. He was like busy on his computer, and we're like, hey.
Okay.
By the way, all natural smoothies this summer, so we're trying to change it up. And you can add a shot to those, just like our coffee.
Whoa, a spiked smoothie.
Tequila smoothies.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, like mango and tequila. Sounds perfect.
Oh my, it's a whole new world. Okay, well, you know what they say. Okay, bye. You know what they say, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. So we're good to know that that's happening up at Beaver Creek. All right, we're going to take it to a commercial break, right, Rachel? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, then we'll be right back. Hold on.
You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatssilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Saw that little commercial of send us your videos and the pets and everything, and that's what we want. We want to see your pets, we want to see your kids, we want to see your mountain bike adventures. Go to vaildailylive.com/submit and submit your videos to us. We'd love something with rights-free music. If it has licensed music, we really can't run it. So go and read the rules at our website for more details. But we're gonna, before we wrap up, we're gonna go around the horn here and say goodbye to our hosts, and we'll start with Ken Hovey. He's the furthest away, and I know he probably needs to get to some of his activities. Ken, what's on tap for today? Are you competing in this today? Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
And there's the audio again. We'll come back to it.
Oh, okay. We'll try Charlie. Okay, let's take it to Charlie. Hey, my dear.
Hi,
All
Trisha.
right. Hey, we mentioned Cruella, and forgot to mention that we've got the movie theaters open. So if it does rain, that's kind of a good activity to do this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's where I'll be. I'll be at the Edwards Riverwalk Theatre. But don't forget, you have to get your tickets online. So, and
Okay.
since I'm crippled, I'll be sitting down watching a film. So,
I know.
after
Charlie,
PT.
she's got her 18-month-old baby, and her mom's here too, and her wonderful husband. All right, perfect. Okay, so we'll be checking in with Charlie, of course, throughout the weekend too. Real quick on the chat, I just saw that Chris Anthony had joined us, and looks like we've got a December 1st showing at the Villar Center for his new documentary called Mission Mount Mangart, which kind of continues the story of the 10th Mountain Division. And the 10th Mountain Division, since it is a kind of a military-based holiday, that's a great, you can learn more about the 10th over at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, excuse me, and that's in the Vail Village parking structure. Brazzo, coming up next. I know he's busy. I think he was in his car. We're going to just say goodbye to him one more time. Oh, yeah, I just saw Sean Naylor is dialed in. Okay, Sean, have you been up all night making barbecue? Because, oh. Okay. Okay, Brazzo. We're like juggling. We're playing musical chairs with hosts. Who is it next? Okay, Brazzo. All right, Brazzo, what would you suggest people do today or this weekend? I know that you're going to go dirt biking, but what are some other things that you might throw out there? Can you hear me? Oh, hello. We're going to have to learn sign language or pitchers moves. Oh, his head just got really wide. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Charlie's back. Charlie, hey, where does your mom like to cook, or who's doing the cooking over at your house right now?
My mom is not a cook. She cooks a good bread and butter pudding, but my husband's the cook. So we're grilling and barbecuing. He's an amazing cook. I'm a good cook too, but he's better, so I just let him cook.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Okay. Do you guys do much grilling? We're trying to get Sean Naylor on. He is our assistant editor at the Vail Daily, and he's got this smoker in his backyard down Valley, and it's pretty amazing. He brought some to our picnic the other week at Nottingham Park. But do you guys grill a lot?
We do, yeah. We love to grill. As soon as the sun's out, we're outside grilling. Outdoor living, that's what Vail's about.
Oh, I know. I love it too. Okay, well, we're going to sign off with Charlie, and we're going to check in with Meredith and Ashley, who are up at Beaver Creek. And once again, Blues Brews and barbecue is not happening. But ladies, we've got the music. We'll talk about that. But I also want to ask you if you know when the lifts open. Our chairlift's going to be open at Beaver Creek this year, and the Epic Pass, that's on sale this weekend, and the price is going to go up. Okay, tell me more.
So actually, you can see the lift behind us right now. The Snow Express lift they're turning it, but is working on it. They're not actually going to have it public until June 19th, and then that will run through September. We're just talking about getting our Epic passes, and it's a good idea to get it this week.
Yes, because it's 20% off. I think the final price is $783. It's a steal, but the price is only going to rise. So go out and get your tickets. And if you do buy it right now, it gives you free access all summer to use the chairlift. Whether you want to, bike up or like put your bike haul, exactly, and then bike down, hike down, or eat at the restaurant at the top of the mountain.
Just go get some sunset shots, or no, it's a great idea to get that this weekend. Okay, perfect. Yeah, the ticket office will be open, so we can just stop in there, and they have the buddy passes, and it's best to get it.
If you buy by the 31st, so that's an added bonus, and then you get some discounts too on like lodging and retail and that kind of stuff. But
what's it
like? How could you not to get out and explore this a little bit, right? Like, how spectacular is this? Can we just look at it? Oh, so beautiful.
I know. I was gonna ask. Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys. What does the temperature feel like out there? It looks, pretty warm.
About time to take off the puffy.
I know. See, that's what we do.
But in the shade, we were in one of the art installations. They have this snow globe that's really perfect for like selfies and just kind of like to entertain the kids. And we were in there for quite some time. And then we were just getting ready to chat with you but it's significantly cooler.
Yes.
Hey, when you were in that snow globe, did you experience the acoustics of it?
Yeah.
Because if you stand in certain areas, yeah, I mean, you almost want to break out in song because it sounds so
kind of like our
cool.
own radio
Yeah.
sound. It was great.
Yeah, it
Okay.
almost sounded like microphones.
I know.
My
Okay, so
stuff that much on here.
the next time we go to Beaver Creek, I want someone to go live from that snow globe. It is really
Done.
cool. And that's part of Beaver Creek Wonder, the new art installation that just was installed this past winter season for Beaver Creek's 40th anniversary. Happy birthday, Beaver Creek. All right. Well, thank you, ladies.
Yes.
We'll see you later here with my chai. All right. Well, that is a wrap for us on behalf of all of our hosts, our gals behind the scenes, Rachel and Emma, Scott Sternberg on the floor here too. We want to thank you for joining us on our very first inaugural Vail Daily Live show. It is live. We've got all sorts of new technology that is great when it works. It's not great when it doesn't, but we're figuring out the glitches and we want you to be along for the ride. So we'll see you here tomorrow, 7 a.m., 7 to 8:30, but you can always stream us. We're on demand on Roku, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, wherever you get your shows, you're going to get us as well. So tell your friends, and we want to start getting the chat more robust with all of your comments and answer your questions that you have about the Vail Valley, or like Ken Hovey calls it, the Eagle River Valley. All right, thanks. We're signing off.